Today we're tackling something so many podcasters, whether new or experienced, have to deal with. But they don't always admit it.
Podmaster!
Hello there, fellow Podmastery student. As we continue our mission to get you attaining Podmastery, it's another episode of Podcasting Insights with the Podmaster. I'm Neil Velio, the Podmaster, and this show is to help you grow your confidence, your audience, and your impact, one episode at a time. So for this episode, we are talking about something that many of us have experienced and had to deal with at some point or another: imposter syndrome. That little voice in your head that whispers, "Who do you think you are? Why would anyone listen to you? Are you even qualified to have a podcast?" Spoiler alert, yes, you absolutely are. And in this episode, I will tell you exactly how to shut that little voice up and keep showing up confidently behind the mic. So, hi, and welcome to... Oh, God, hang on. Let me start over. Hi, and... Oh, God. Hello, and welcome along to... Oh... We've all been there. So let's talk about why imposter syndrome is so common in podcasting. Well, let's be honest about it. Podcasting feels quite exposed. You have to be fairly vulnerable. It's your voice and it's your ideas. And you're putting them out there for the world to technically judge you based on your perspectives. And if you haven't practiced or warmed up or got completely clear on your knowledge base, it is easy to hit record and instantly feel like a fraud. But here's the truth. Imposter syndrome doesn't actually mean that you're an imposter. As in, it doesn't mean that you don't know what you're talking about. It usually just means you haven't rehearsed how to convey that information. Think of it a bit like going to the gym for the first time and expecting to lift 100 kilos on your first go. You'd never be able to do that. And if you tried, people would see how much you're struggling, and that would make you feel more self-conscious. And therefore, that's why you play small and lift the minimal plates in order to get through it. But the problem with lifting the minimal plates is your progress will be slow, if not non-existent. In podcasting, we expect to hit record and basically get the same results as your Joe Rogans, your Stephen Bartlett's, your Alex Coopers, your Mel Robbins. Confidence is a muscle, and you build it by doing, not just reading about it. So first of all, this section is for brand new podcasters. I'm going to talk you through how to stop overthinking. So, first and foremost, if you're just getting started and thinking to yourself, I need to learn everything before I can record anything. No, you really don't. Here's what you need to do instead. Pick one or two voices or resources that you trust. Learn just enough to move forward. Then record, reflect, improve, repeat. I feel like that needs a rave beat behind it. Record, reflect, improve, repeat. So that is the whole formula. And here's a quick hack. Interview yourself. Well, welcome to the show, Neil. Absolutely brilliant to have you on because I know how awesome you are. But enough flattery of myself. Here's a couple of questions. First of all, why do I want to start this podcast? Wait, don't answer just yet, because I have a more important question. What's something that I wish more people knew? Talk out loud until it flows. No pressure, no audience, just warming up your voice. Okay, so we've dealt with what new podcasters go through and experience. Let's talk about experienced podcasters. Here's why experienced podcasters still feel imposter syndrome. Yeah, this thing can creep back in even years into the game. I experience it myself. Every time I look at YouTube, which is not my wheelhouse of expertise at all, I am an audio podcast OG. We do video as a value add for listeners that prefer to watch rather than, listen, which I still can't get my head around that. It's like a contradiction in terms. Podcasters listening on YouTube. But anyway, back to the point. I look at my analytics in YouTube and I see not only lower numbers of people engaging with the content, but sometimes a thumbs down. That definitely brings back feelings of imposter syndrome to me. Someone who's been doing this for more than 20 years, still allow myself to be judged by people that are probably not even close to likely to be my ideal listeners. So why do I care what they think? Because I have imposter syndrome, and everything counts. Any feedback counts. So let's get back to you. You might find yourself thinking, am I saying anything new? Why don't I have more downloads? Should I still be doing this? See, the reason for this is that you've grown, and therefore, so have your expectations. So when that doubt hits, try doing this. Go back and listen to one of your earliest episodes. I guarantee that you will hear the progress. It's just a fact. Your pacing, your clarity, even the quality of your audio. You will have learned along the way and improved accordingly. Particularly if you've had an audit from me. Link to book one of those, by the way, in the episode description. So, in terms of the growth, you've kind of earned it. So don't let stats override that. Don't let that demonic voice whispering into your ear undo that. You're moving forward with every episode you release. So let's talk about the mindset shifts that you need to adapt to keep you going. Here's the main mindset difference I want you to absorb on this episode. Stop trying to prove you're legit. Start acting like you already are. Your audience doesn't need perfect. They want real, they want you. They don't know what the perfect version of you is. They only know what the now version of you is. You're already showing up, already sharing something valuable, already helping someone who hasn't started on the journey yet. So take that doubt, thank it for trying to protect you, and then record your episode anyway. Trust me, the universe needs what you have to say. You're being mean by depriving it of your brilliance. If you found this episode helpful, then send it to just one podcaster who might be stuck in their own head right now. They will ultimately thank you for it. Share your own imposter moment with me. I love hearing stories. Find the contact form at podmastery.co. And if you're thinking, maybe I am an imposter, let's talk. Go punch in on your keyboard podmastery.co/light and book yourself in for a podcast audit analysis. I'll give you an honest, kind, and clear breakdown of what's working for you and what might be next on your journey. Trust me, once you've had this audit, you're going to realize just how much potential you have, and you're going to grow accordingly. Until you get brave enough to book an audit and take that next step towards your ultimate goals, do this. Keep recording, keep trusting in yourself, and understand you're doing better than you might think. I'm looking forward to speaking to you on the next episode of Podcasting Insights with the Podmaster. If you haven't yet, click follow in whatever podcast app you're listening to this right now, or go to podmastery.co to find all the links. And congratulations for finishing this episode and taking a step closer towards attaining Podmastery.
Partners.